Bret Michaels breaks down mid-performance as he relives the heartbreak behind Every Rose Has Its Thorn in the most emotional way fans have ever seen. Bret Michaels takes the stage with nothing but his guitar, a single spotlight, and decades of emotion behind him. As the crowd quiets, he strums the first notes of Every Rose Has Its Thorn, and instantly the room feels smaller, more intimate, like he's singing directly to each person in the audience. This isn't just another performance. This is a confession, a story of heartbreak, and a reminder of how pain can still create something beautiful. Bret's voice carries that familiar rasp, seasoned by years of touring and living the kind of life that rock legends are made of. Every lyric hits with the weight of someone who has lived it. Every heartbreak, every goodbye, every lonely night on the road. The audience sways softly, their phones lowered for once, as if they understand this moment is too real to capture on screen. When he reaches the chorus, there's a hush. Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn. It's the kind of line that everyone knows by heart, but hearing it from Bret now feels different, like it carries new meaning. The years have given his voice a richer, deeper tone, and the pain in his delivery feels raw all over again. You can see it in his eyes. He's not just performing, he's remembering. As he sings, he glances toward the front row, where a fan clutches an old Poison t-shirt from the late 80s. Bret smiles gently between verses, almost as if to say, "We've come a long way, haven't we?" The nostalgia in the room is thick. This song isn't just his. It belongs to everyone who's ever loved and lost, everyone who's ever wished they could turn back time. Between lyrics, his fingers move effortlessly along the strings, the notes echoing softly. There's no band behind him tonight, no pyrotechnics or flashing lights, just Bret and his guitar. And somehow that makes it more powerful. The simplicity strips everything down to its essence. The story, the voice, the truth. When he reaches the bridge, his tone softens. Though it's been a while now, I can still feel so much pain. The audience feels it too. You can see tears glinting in the dim light, the collective ache of people remembering their own lost loves. Bret's expression turns inward, his voice trembling just enough to remind everyone that the song still means as much to him as it did the day he wrote it. By the final chorus, the crowd begins to sing along quietly. It's not loud, not like at a festival or an arena. It's tender, hundreds of voices blending into one shared memory. Bret lets them take over for a moment, leaning back slightly with a small smile, listening as they carry his words back to him. For a man who spent his life chasing the stage, this kind of connection is the ultimate reward. When the last note fades, there's silence. No immediate cheering, no rush to clap, just a breath held in unison. Then the applause erupts, a wave of gratitude for the man and the song that defined an era. Bret nods humbly, brushing his hand through his hair, clearly moved by the moment. He speaks softly into the mic. "You know," he says, "this song came from a real place of heartbreak, but it's also about hope. Every rose has its thorn, yeah, but that means every tough moment teaches you something. You grow from it. You heal." His words linger in the air, simple but sincere. The crowd cheers again, louder this time, and Bret gives them one last smile before stepping away from the mic. The lights dim, and for a moment, there's only the faint echo of that unforgettable melody. It's not just a performance, it's a time capsule. Every Rose Has Its Thorn still stands as one of rock's most emotional anthems, and hearing Bret Michaels perform it this way, raw, stripped down, and vulnerable, reminds everyone why the song became legendary in the first place. It's not about fame or nostalgia. It's about honesty. It's about the moments that break us and the strength that comes after. As Bret walks off stage, the audience remains standing, their applause echoing long after he's gone. Some wipe their eyes, others smile through their tears, but all of them know they've just witnessed something rare and intimate, Timeless performance from a man whose music still bleeds truth after all these years.